Alright guys, welcome back to the channel and to the garden. Today's video, just a brief video, going to be just walking around showing you all of the plants in my garden that you can buy from B&M. You can just see as well, if you follow the channel, the purple rhododendron has come out absolutely lovely, even in the past sort of day or two, since we last had a look at it on the first part of our garden tour for late May. If you haven't checked that out, certainly check that out. But just to start off the top here, we've got things like your hostas, lots of different varieties that you can get at B&M. We've also got things like your snapdragon here, so one of your common perennials. You've got things like your hart's tongue fern. Next to that, we've got the rhododendrons, the palm trees. We've got the Dusty Miller here. Again, I love the kind of white contrasting leaves you get on that one. Just as we come down this way, you can just see, and I won't do too many repeats here, but we've got the Musabastu bananas. These typically do come in to soar around about the sort of, I don't know, early June, July time. Down here we've got the purple pillow, which is the rhododendron. That's the dwarf variety. Now this is our Trachycarpus princeps palm. Now you can't at the present get any of the kind of princeps or hybrids at the moment, but you know, we have seen a lot of new stock in, so you know, at some point I probably wouldn't be surprised if we did start seeing those in here. Just down here, guys, we've got the Baronera. Again, great for sort of perennial ground cover. We've also got some of the Diropterus ferns. Now these, not exactly the size that they're selling, but they are selling similar ones, sort of, I think they're £6.50 and £12.50 for the larger ones. Just as we come this way, we've got one of the yuccas. Now they don't sell this particular variety at present, but again, they do sell other varieties of yucca there. We've got the clematis, just climbing up here. Again, loads of different varieties you can get. I've seen some very inexpensive ones to start. As we come down here, we've got the hardy fuchsias, and just below that we've got some of the cannas starting to come back up. Now again, all of these can be purchased at B&M. You've got also the heathers. Next to that we have things like your cordyline, which is looking a little bit worse for wear, but yes, they do many sizes of the cordylines as well. We've also got the azalea here, which is unfortunately out of flower now. If you're interested to see that one in full flower, really lovely flowers when this comes out. The whole thing turns sort of bright pink. Again, lots of different varieties of the azaleas that you can get in B&M as well. Now, with the tree ferns, guys, I haven't seen anything, you know, of considerable trunk size, but what they do have is some of the smaller, you know, sort of potted plants, if you will, sort of trunkless. So again, you can get the Dicksonia antarctica tree fern at B&M Now as well. Just down here, you can see our large Chamaerops humilis. Of course, they do the Chamaerops of various sizes. I've seen some multi-trunk ones come in as well. Various prices as well, down to I believe about £17.50 for the cheaper ones here. You got the large Trachycarpus palms. Now these have been a feature at B&M now for I'd say a good few years. They've been offering these, again, great bargains for the size and certainly for the price. Those are coming in at about £150 for the larger ones, about 4 foot of trunk. We've got the Zentadecia. This has come out lovely. Again, more of a kind of moisture loving plant, but I love the flowers, and you can see just multiple flowers coming up on this one here. Yeah, again, another one that you can purchase at B&M. We've got the bamboo grass, again, one that is just starting to come out, and you can just see here, and it does, I would say it's like a medium pampas grass. It does get to about sort of, maybe 5-6 foot perhaps, and you know, it does have some definite structural element to the garden, and quite a large plant, as you can see here. Just as we come down this way, and you can see it's raining. We've getting some of the first rain we've had. It's been a bit of a drought here in the UK. You know, I think it's the first time I can sit back and say I'm really pleased that it's raining, which is something new for me. Down here, of course, we've got the succulents. So this is going to be things like your sedum sempervivums. Again, you can get all of these at B&M. Very inexpensive on that side. I think they're about £6.50 for a decent size. We've got the Euphorbia Ascot Rainbow. Again, that was from B&M, as well as your Trachycarpus wagneranus palm you can just see here. Just down to that, we've got the common things like your you know, standard bedding plants, of course, all of that at most shops, I would say. Now, of course, guys, a lot of this is 3 to 4 years into growth, so you may not be getting plants of this exact size, but just again to highlight, what can be bought from B&M as well. Bamboo, again, the green variety here. Now, I got this one discounted from Morrison's a couple of years ago, but B&M do sell some lovely varieties of bamboo. You can just see some of the new culms coming up here. Great size on these. We're talking sort of probably a 1p piece or a 1 cent piece thick. So yeah, very good size. Of course, you got the smaller chamaerops. Most of these were from B&M anyway. I have seen cycads in there, but this one was from Morrison's. Typically sold as like an indoor house plant on that side. Chamaerops volcano, again, they do have these in there. Of course, these were bought from B&M. You've got things like your lupins, the digitalis or foxglove. We've also got things like your common thyme. You can just see the yucca puck, as well as the onset morelli. These were, again, all purchased from B&M locally to me. This one is in its 3rd year of growth now, so of course this is much larger than the size you would get there, but they were selling the smaller plants sort of, well, a good couple years now they've had those in. Just next to here, you can just see the larger Musabastu clump. Again, smaller plug plants, smaller size plants. They are selling at B&M now. Of course, you got the blue Festucia grass. Again, lovely pops evergreen as well. Unfortunately, don't have the Persicaria in as of yet, but again, I would not be surprised if we do start seeing that in at some point. Just down here, our sort of largest Colocasia pink china. Now, this particular plant was not from B&M, but they were selling it last year. Again, we were kind of on a debate of whether it was, and I've got some coming back in the jungle area, so I'm pretty confident that that is a pink china, so you can also get that there as well. The Butia, again, got these in this year, so wonderful to see. Much smaller sizes than this. I didn't buy this particular one from B&M, but with that said, yes, you can now get the Butia palms in store as well. You can see just another example of the sedums, of course, all from B&M. You can see our Chamaerops volcano. Again, here our larger specimen. This was, of course, from B&M. This one was 85 pound as well. Just as we look into here, we've got the common grasses, as well as they come down, hostas, and your phormium as well. Again, all can be purchased from B&M. Now, unfortunately, tetrapanics, we don't have these in B&M as of yet, or at least I haven't seen any, but keep an eye out, guys. Again, we have seen a lot of new stuff come in. I wouldn't be surprised if we do see some of the more sort of common tropicals in there as well. Of course, you've got your Fatsia japonica. These are in B&M as well. This one's coming back for its 2nd year. It is in a bit of a shaded area here, so it has taken a little while to take off. And apologies on all the mess here, but just offcuts of pond liner that I'm still kind of working with here. Again, we've got the other types of clematis that have come up. You've got the rhododendron. Again, different varieties of rhododendron you can get there. The Cibaria sorbifolia. Again, this is just starting to put out some flower now. Lovely foliage on it. And again, all the new foliage comes in that kind of reddy yellow and turns to that green. Next to that, we've got the wisteria that is just starting to open some of its flowers. Again, this is one that you can get from B&M. Next to that, we've got the budula. Now, of course, more of a common plant, whether you grow it in your tropical garden or not. Of course, personal preference is down to you. But with that said, I have seen those in there as well. We've got the camellias. Now, of course, I've also seen these in. They've had those in for a number of years as well. The Scotch broom. Again, lots of different varieties of these that have come into B&M as we come around here, as well as even this golden bamboo, where you can just see it's gone very kinky down here and going way up to the sky. Again, this one is in its 3rd year growth for me here, and of course, with that said, can be bought at B&M as well. Just as we come down this way, I just want to show you, of course, things like the yucca jewel can be bought from B&M. Again, another example of the larger cordyline. Just as we come down here, we'll come down into the jungle area here. And as we come down into here, we've also got things like the Miscanthus zebranis grass. You've got things like your Washingtonia palms, so your Washingtonia robusta. As we come down here, we've also got things like your heucheras, many different varieties of these, so keep your eye out if you're after something that's a bit different. Good sort of, again, pops of color throughout the garden. Pulmonium, again, another lovely plant that you can also purchase at B&M. Coming down here, we've just got things like the Phoenix Robellini, which you haven't caught our most recent video. This has just been planted into here, and we're going to be trying this one out over winter here in my sort of tropical style garden in Leicestershire, UK. We've got things like the Nadina. Now, this is your heavenly bamboo. I've got a large clump of it just here. Lovely flower, evergreen as well. They are starting to sell this. I've got things again like your Japanese painted fern, another one that B&M do also sell. We've got the Arisora brilliance, again another type of fern that comes out with that kind of reddy tone to it as it comes out. You've also got your pink striped phormium. Just looking into here as well, you can see the creeping jenny or Lismachia, as well as your saxifraga just in there, which has just gone into flower. Coming this way, you can see another examples of the rhododendron. Now really, I guess the purpose of this video is just to show you guys that, majority of the stuff you see in my garden, you can pick up locally at your sort of B&M, and for the most part, most sort of garden plant centers. It just comes down to arrangement and sort of personal taste when planting your plants. Just down here, you can also see we've got the Red Star cordyline, another saxifraga, and as we pan this way, just come to here, you can also see our largest Trachycarpus palm was also from B&M as well. So yeah, as we look around the garden, you can just see, and I think I've kind of touched on most, at least species or varieties of plants that you can pick up at your local B&M. So with that said, I think accessibility now for tropical plants is certainly there. If you see anything in my garden and think, I would cost lots to get it to that size, it's more just time and water. Time, water, and sun. Things do really put on growth after they settle in. So I think it's just to bear that in mind. Whenever we're picking something, yes, it might look small in a pot at the time, but within a couple years, it could be a very large plant and a statement piece in your garden. With that said, of course, thank you for watching. If you haven't checked out the friends of the channel, make sure to do so. As always, if you're not subscribed to the channel, feel free to do so. Join our amazing community. And with that said, we'll see you on the next one.